campsite. Check out my bike, check out my tent and all my gear inside. It's freestyle nomad, I'm freestyle, I'm mad. I'm freestyle, I'm all around on my bike, I'm that. Freestyle nomad to little adventures. Rise and shine. Here I am, nice and early, fresh, and ready to give my morning mental health speech. Look at this knobhead.
Today is a rest day. I will be lounging around, lying down in the tent, and when the tent's too hot, sitting in my chair, because after yesterday I need to calm down to earth a little. I'm still let the adrenaline drop out of my system from that full-on day of train palavers, train dramas, and cycling next to cars that come within that close and killing me. So the adrenaline did shoot through my system. All I know what that means is I just need to bring it all back down and just slow everything down, and then once I've slowed everything down, I'll be able to approach stuff at a bit of a better angle, where I'm not all hit up and on edge and missing out the real gems of the moment, and just stuck in a frantic space, which is what kind of was going on yesterday. But today I feel much better. I'm already feeling much more mellow. Just relax.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I was trying to do some mental health techniques and be very in touch with myself. That was what my little speech was in the morning. But I think at this time in the summer it's very easy to get manic. If you look at my face throughout this series, you can really detect how stressed I am, and that will be a good sign to how well I'm coping. I ignored my advice in the morning and went on a bit of a rampage.
No, it's the same.
This one. No.
How good a jockey fan was that?
But it wasn't really intended for that, was it? So it's trying to force. It's a bit like owning a sort of Fiat Panda and trying to make it work like a Range Rover, isn't it? You know?
Chicken, sweet corn, yeah.
How great. Where'd you start?
Going to Exeter.
Exeter,
Yeah,
right.
so I'm not quite that far into it, actually.
Yeah.
If you go to a castle, you know, the walls are that thick. These walls are about that thick.
Oh, so it's not like
So
a
they're not
defensive.
really, it is defensive,
It is, yeah.
because the bishop here was in the time of Edward I and such like, was very important. He was the Lord Chancellor and ran the country for the king. The bishops usually were quite important because they could read and write, whereas the kings couldn't necessarily.
Okay, didn't know that.
And they had a system where they could work out the money and all that sort of thing.
Okay.
So they were important from that point of view.
So you need a bit of protection.
Yes.
Hence the walls.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, got it. It's award-winning, supposedly, and it costs way too much for a flapjack, but I'll try anyway. I was too intrigued. I love flapjacks, and I wanted to see what a super expensive flapjack tastes like, so that's why I've done it. Right, All in for the hipster flapjack. Let's give it a go. Oh my god. Right, okay. It's got like this thick fudge top layer. Oh, oh god, I swear it's very rich. And this very thick, dense flapjacky base. Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah, wow. Wow, okay. I take back all my, I mean it's expensive, but I'd say I can see how that's like a sort of top shelf flapjack. It's not like a corner shop. That's good. Wow.
I thought here I'd show you some top-notch mountain biking skills. I found a real nice hill. I thought I'd really show off. That's a side turn. It's like a side turn wheel base. This here is a signature move. You see that? It's called a 180 draft stop. This is called the bush fear. There we go. We got over the bush fear. Just bits, yeah.
Is this a public footpath, is it? Or is it?
No,
I'm just a bit lost. I'm just worried it's part of the golf course.
We're lost as well. We're looking for the fifth hole. I
we
assume
don't
it's a
play
foot.
here,
I
don't we?
assume it's a public footpath. Just be careful.
Yeah, I don't want to get a ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
be
be
careful.
careful.
I will, thanks. I'm part of the golf club. I can hack and bash. I feel like a lance, like an old bike lancing. It's a good idea. Some mushrooms here. I'm not sure on the type. Maybe a mushroom expert could let me know. It's a bit hot for mushrooms as well, I would think. Anyway, it's a lovely little tree. I've got some text to send and some stuff to do on my phone, so I'm gonna take 5 minutes here, and we're gonna chill out. Hope my haircut looks alright.
I definitely need a certain amount of socialising, but I think on this trip, obviously, I was getting a little bit lonely in some ways. So I think it's, with all this technology we've got now, it's really easy just to keep in contact with people. And I've not done a lot of that over the last few years, so I was really making an opportunity during this trip to sort of stay in contact with some friends and family, and just take the edge off travelling solo. And that, with kind of talking to people, meeting people here and there, was definitely enough to kind of keep me quite content socially.
Pull-ups halfway up a tree. Whew.
Here I'm foraging for some food. takes a lot of skill to navigate the multi-choice ecosystem. It takes a lot of wisdom to try and understand what you're really buying and how that's going to come together into a palatable piece of food.
You can't always be a food snob. We live off the reduced section. Yeah, curry on a campsite for 75p. Samosas, cheap as chips. And you're away. I think this is the best bit of kit I've ever bought.
Firebox is awesome. Definitely recommend getting one of those.
Like a little portable cooker. A little bit more wood for the hatch. There we go. Here's a little bit of wood. Let's poke that in. Choo! Best little bit of kit.
Good stuff. It's good stuff. Fucking tasty. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. The fuck am I doing?
Fucking delish.
I don't know what's going through my head here. Fucking. Right, next episode, please.